Hey, I'm Phil Morgan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I am asking the question, what's the future of home working? I don't know about you, but there are many pros and cons for working from home or for working from the office. I love it when I get to work from home. Working from home means I can do lots of different things. I get peace and quiet to just get on with it as long as the dogs don't bark, as long as the kids don't come in. I very rarely have my phone ringing and I very rarely have anybody come and knock on the office door to disturb me. So Mondays and Fridays, I love my usual habit of working from home so I can get stuff done. So whilst it might have that huge pro against it, working from home also has a con, doesn't it? It has an against. It's the whole, I'm on my own. I don't get chance to catch up with other people and have water cooler conversations or meet with somebody for a coffee or do lunch with someone. There are huge pros and cons to working from home. Equally so, there are pros and cons from working from the office. Working from the office means I've got lots of resources available to me that I can use. I've got meeting rooms. I've got so many things that I've got at my disposal. But as well as that, I've got my teammates and my colleagues there. So we can chat, we can brainstorm things. I can delegate stuff to them sometimes. Loads of things that we do with the cons of working in the office. However, the office is a nightmare to get to, isn't it? We've got to do the commute to work and we've got to maybe fight the traffic and we've got to do all of those things that we want to do. And then specifically if it's a Friday afternoon or it's a Monday morning, there's all of that drudge over, I can't wait to get home on a Friday. And on a Monday, it's a case of, oh my word, am I really going to the office? The pros and cons of working from home or working from the office. So the question is, what is the future of working from home? Well, I think we are in a massive change that's going to happen in our world right now thanks to COVID. So one thing COVID has done with the furlough scheme, it's encouraged employers to, where possible, have everybody working from home. So we've seen a lot of traditional white-collar worker jobs, things like financial services and banking and accounting, legal. We've seen lots of those industries that are traditionally white-collar desk workers have all of their offices just get emptied because of COVID-19, and those same people are working from home. What they used to do in the office, they now do from home with all the pros and cons that I talked about just now. So what does that mean for the future of work? Well, I think that's going to lead to many challenges commercially, and it's going to lead to many challenges, first of all, with the law and with the regulation. You see, currently in the UK, we are obligated to consider a work from home request when it comes our way. And I think we're going to see a lot of case law coming in place going forward where people are going to be forced to consider those things because if you're hitting your sales target or you're delivering your outputs or you are effectively producing for the company over the last couple of months while we've been in lockdown, it's very, very difficult to make the case why someone's work from home arrangement could not be honoured going forward if they request it. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes and a lot of tensions in the law going forward, particularly in the UK. But as well as that, I see that lots of employees and lots of teams are going to ask for that as well. If there's one thing that I and probably you have enjoyed is how family life has been mixed with business life over the last couple of months, specifically while we've been in lockdown here in the United Kingdom. You see, what it's meant for me is I'd be on a Zoom conference call discussing a project or a plan with like somebody in America in the morning. And then lunchtime, I'm doing lunch with my family downstairs and we're enjoying a salad and conversation together before jumping on another Zoom conference call with somebody the other side of the globe in the afternoon. And it's had this lovely tension of mixing my work and what I do for a living with my family life. And to be honest, I've loved it. The kids have loved it. Even the dogs at home have loved the fact that I am working from home at the moment. So all of these tensions, the team players and employees wanting requests to work from home, changes in legislation that are probably come our way, and a big third one that I think is going to be affecting us are going to increase this whole momentum to work from home options for people going forward. The third tension, and I think it's a big one, is the cost of the office. You see, most companies, particularly big global companies or UK national companies, they have state-of-the-art offices that are in major cities like London or Manchester or Edinburgh or Cardiff. They have all of these plush offices that are very, very expensive to run. And I know right now from the role that I carry out as a non-executive director for a couple of companies, I know a lot of companies that are really looking at the cost of their office that they have in the city centre. And as they've moved all their staff out and production hasn't gone down and performance hasn't been reduced, they're actually beginning to look at that overhead, that office that they have in the centre of London, and beginning to ask questions like, do we really need that expense? So I think for commercial landlords, I think they're going to feel a tension where where leases aren't going to be renewed in the same way, or people are going to want them to size down. And I think we're also going to see a lot of office sharing taking place. So the traditional market that the likes of Regus and other serviced office companies have been strong in, we're probably going to see more of that happening over the next 12 to 24 months as workforces become more mobile and as organizational structures become more nimble. So what does that mean for the future of working from home? Well, it means one thing: it's going to be on the increase. More and more of us are going to be requesting work from home opportunities. More and more companies are probably going to be forced to give it because of the law. And as well as that, it's going to make commercial sense. So going forward, organizations from a leadership structure position and from a capability of motivating and managing their staff are going to have to look at this issue and become better managers of people remotely in terms of the way that they are working and inspiring their staff to perform. So the things around kind of siloed or teams or people feeling marginalized, because of maybe the geography that they're in, because you were maybe a on-the-road salesman that was coming into the office maybe once a month. It's great news for you because you're not going to really feel that marginalization that you've historically felt, that you're not part of the office gang, okay? So I think you're going to see that change, but equally, people that are working in the offices traditionally, they are probably going to switch to a solution going forward where they're going to spend 1 or 2 days working in the office and maybe 2 or 3 days working from home, whatever tension works for the business going forward. So one thing I do know it's going to create tension on, it's going to create a tension on the home working environment. So those maybe that haven't got a committed work area or an office or a study at home where maybe you've traditionally fired up your laptop at 8 p.m. in the evening after the kids have gone to bed, you're going to maybe have to look at that structure. And I know for one what a lot of MSPs and IT companies are doing across the UK as they've been getting people up and running on Teams and getting people connected with Zoom and SharePoint and all the other resources that are available for Teams. We're going to see that those IT MSP companies are going to get more involved in ergonomics and more involved in providing working environments with unified communications, soft phone setups and headphones that are going to be helping people do more in the home environment as they work. So we're going to see a requirement maybe, and even small budgets that are going to be given by companies that they're going to give a work from home allowance in order to cover the inconvenience cost, the heating costs, and all of those small overheads that are going to be increased on individuals. But probably the biggest stress is going to be in the home working environment is going to come on cybersecurity and data protection issues. So, the market that we have at the moment where people have got kind of laptops, particularly those companies that are PCI compliant and have got good business continuity plans in place, those companies right now are going to be in a place that they are providing laptops for their staff. But those people that are using more thin client solutions and are logging in using, logging into a virtualized platform using their own devices, those are particularly at risk because of the ability to be able to lock down the network and provide secure connectivity with the office. So with that in mind, myself and a good friend of mine called Chris Kopek that runs a business called Merge IT in Gloucester, for quite some time now, we've been talking about launching a new business together. And today, that business is launched. So that is 3 companies we've launched in 3 weeks, and I'm privileged to be launching this company with Chris Kopek today. And the company is called Cyber Bodyguard. You see, all of us want somebody to look after us, don't we? You know, if you are a person that's a celebrity, or if you're a person that's maybe the president or the prime minister of the UK, you have bodyguards. You have people that are around you that are keeping you safe to make sure that nobody gets to you. And so a bodyguard is a bit better than a bouncer, and this guy's got more discretion, well trained to be able to look after you. So that's why we chose the brand Cyber Bodyguard. Because if there's one thing we know, and if you hit my LinkedIn updates that I update on a regular basis on issues around cybersecurity, we know that hackers right now are targeting executive, C-suite and business owner homes. And the reason they are targeting homes in particular is your home is probably dropped behind a kind of a standard kind of firewall or internet connection device that comes with your broadband provider. If it's like Sky or BT or Virgin, whoever you're with, there isn't the same connectivity and there isn't the same security behind that connection as there would be around your office or city centre location, where your whole IT team are looking after that and is probably behind a very robust firewall. So we've launched Cyber Bodyguard, so go to the website this afternoon and have a look at it. It's cyberbodyguard.net. And basically what we are doing in this business is providing a shield around your home by providing you with a small device that connects between your existing broadband provider. You don't have to change it. You stay with your existing broadband provider and you keep the existing router, but between that broadband or that fiber router that you have and the rest of your network, wireless, cabled or otherwise, we pop this device in the middle called the Cyber Bodyguard in order to keep your home environment safe from hackers. So, in summary, we know the future of working from home is on the increase. We know that the risks of working from home from a cyber perspective of people that are wanting to scam you, people that are wanting to get a hold of your data is increased. And we would love the opportunity to be able to keep you safe. And please log on to cynext.co.uk. If we can help you in any way with all the technology, whether you're a vendor, a distributor, whether you're an end user, or whether you're a managed services company providing help to local business here across the world, then we would love to talk to you about how we can help you with your work from home strategy as you are helping businesses and how you are helping companies all across the world navigate the post-COVID world that we will be living in, working from home increasingly more. Have a great weekend, everybody. Catch you soon.